Josh, last time we spoke, it wasn't long after the Wembley game, and we were looking at the players that you were looking to keep on.
Yep.
What's the latest on those?
Yeah, we've been in contact with. Obviously, we released a retained list, and obviously Finney's just gone, but the rest of the lads we're in contact with now. So hopefully, we'd like to think over the next week or so we'll get them done.
And some of the players that have decided to stay on, you must be delighted with them.
Yeah, I mean, we've been speaking to the lads all the way through. So, even before the final, about what we wanted to do next season, and the lads we wanted around. So, the lads it was made pretty clear who we wanted to keep next year. So, yeah, it's just literally now just kind of monetary side of things and making sure they're comfortable with their deals moving forward into next season.
The players that were released, there's Paul White, Chris Camwell, and the likes. Was there any specific reason that they didn't want to stay, or they had to be released? No,
we just looked at the team. We looked at what we need next season. Obviously, we want to improve and develop moving forward. So obviously, with the squad, obviously the loss in the final, we've got to look at areas where we can improve. So obviously, we've made them decisions. I've made them decisions, and I'd like to think that we'll get some decent replacements in.
Who's over the line so far?
Yeah, so Lordy and Jared have done. There'll be a few of us over the next period that will come out, I'm sure. So a few more did. Look, I want to keep the bulk of the squad together. I think it's important that we do that. Obviously, we're in conversation with Grimesy, in conversations with Brandon, and a few of the boys to make sure they're here next year. So hopefully we can try and get that done. I'd like to think we'll know in the next few days about Brandon and forgot his name, Grimesy, to make sure that gets done. So we'll see. It's up to them at the end of the day. The ball's in their court. They've been made offers. So if they want to stay, they'll be here. If they don't, then obviously we'll look to bring. Look, we've got targets. So if they do go, then there'll be replacements.
You've spoken about it being a long-term plan if they do stay. I assume the aim is to get promoted next season, or within the next year.
Yeah, definitely. I think coming in, we had obviously 2 relegation battles, and then kind of like we steadied the ship last year, and the new season coming on, we want progression. I think that's the biggest thing for us is progression. Do you go from being relegated one year to win the league the next? Not many teams have done it. So, but look, we want progression. We want to win as many games as possible, and I think that's the big thing for us. And the key word for next season is progression. And if we can have a progression on from last year, it'll be a good season.
Who's on the radar from everywhere else? I know you're looking into having a couple of players surely coming in from external places. Is there anyone specific?
Yeah, I'd like to hear in the next couple of days about one specific player. Well, actually, I say one, there's 3 to be honest. I met a lad today, meeting one tomorrow, in constant talks with another one. So, yeah, I mean, in the next couple of weeks, I expect those 3 to be done. Fingers crossed. If we can get that over the line. Now they're exciting players. I think the fans will be pleased with those signings. If we can get them done. So I'm just speaking to them and battering their phones every day to make sure we get it done.
Keep ringing them until they're here. We've already spoken about Tom Owen signing. Yeah. Luke Haynes staying on as well. That's another one.
Yeah, Lukey was done a long time ago. So our respect for Swindon, we didn't kind of release it, but I think he was done before the quarterfinals. So he's been here a while. Lukey is a Football League player for me. I think he can play in multiple positions. He's 20 and he's wise beyond his years. Obviously he's slotted in the centre half, and I think he's been excellent there. He's got a great leap. He's good on the ball. He talks. He's a leader. He wants to win. And I think him getting a full season under his belt, the progression he will make will be phenomenal. So I'm delighted we've got a young squad like him and like players like him in Towie that we can develop and push on.
And for yourself, when does pre-season start? I know the signings are starting to roll in and the contracts. Yeah. When does pre-season really start to kick in?
Well, I mean, we finished the final. I didn't even give myself a day, to be honest. I had a bad week after the final, to be honest. Actually, it's probably longer than a bad week. But no, straight away you start thinking about improving the squad. You start thinking about the deficiencies in the squad. You start thinking about the game and that second half of the game, where it went wrong and what we could do to improve on it. So it was literally, as soon as that final whistle went, pre-season started in my mind. So we're working on it. The staff are down today, so we're going to do a debrief for the season. We're going to start looking at put the building blocks in place for pre-season. We'll be back early July. and the lads will get put through the paces, and we'll make sure we have a bit more of a steady pre-season this season, because last year was a bit fragmented, obviously with COVID and not having the squad kind of built properly was difficult. So if we can have a good core of the squad, good 12, 13, 14, 15 players in for pre-season straight away signed, then I think it gives us a better pre-season.
Well, Josh, I won't keep you for much longer, so we'll catch up again soon.
Cheers, thank you.